I am with the man behind every minute mattered, because it did matter. It was a fantastic end to kind of in a way. I wish there were no playoffs now, because that would have been the perfect end to a season in any sport.
Well, I think this year's shown us that every time we've thought this is as good as it gets, it keeps getting better. So I'm pretty confident that the next 2 weeks is going to be just as good as Friday night.
Now, we tweeted that you had your doubters, and people did kind of hung you out to dry a bit, and you stuck your neck on the line, and it's really been refreshing for the game. How vindicating was it for you to actually see it all play out in the way you thought in your mind 12 months ago?
I think firstly, it wasn't in my mind that I'd be in a helicopter travelling around trying to deliver the league leadership. But look, it's enormously satisfying. I think very much so for the team at work that's been involved in it. They've put a lot of hard work into this year, and the clubs and the players as well. Talking to them right from the start of the announcement of the new format, it's been the players, coaches and clubs in particular said, actually, this is going to be great, because players and coaches want to play in games that matter. They don't want long seasons where for a third of the season you don't know what you're going to be doing the next year. Yeah. So this has been great. It's been really good. Looking forward to the next 2 weeks, but Friday night was certainly better than we could have ever hoped for. Are
you scared of flying, or are you all right? Are you a nervous flyer?
I was actually too nervous about where the trophy and having to make the call about where the trophy would go to be worried about about whether I was in the air or not. So I'm usually a decent flyer. Helicopter was a new experience. I won't be getting back into one very soon. But it was just so nerve-wracking that it was also very exciting. The adrenaline was pumping. We're going to Wigan, we're going to Wigan, we're going to Wigan. No, we're not. We're going to turn around. So really good fun.
Yeah, you could actually see the DW when you made the U-turn.
Yeah, we could see the DW. So we got the message that at 14-8, Wigan were taking Leeds were going to take the 2 points, and we thought, they just closed the game out, and we've made the right decision. We'll start to descend, and then got the text that Leeds had scored and won. I thought someone was joking. I thought, no one's going to joke about that. It's pretty serious. So then we had to turn around and come back.
Now, coming to the end of the season now, the playoffs are among us, and for me, the big game is the £1 million game, because it means so much. In Halifax, finishing sixth, who'd have thought Lee would have finished bottom after the season they had? It has really, the qualifiers have been the great story for rugby league.
Yeah, I think the whole Super 8 phase has been a great story, in particular the qualifiers. It's been really interesting because everyone coming up to me and people before it started saying, we know who's going to win, and they've got nothing to play for, and they'll get beaten by the full-time teams. And whether it be Catalan beating Leeds in Catalan, or Halifax beating Lee and then winning again on the weekend, everywhere, every week, there's been a surprise that people have gone, crikey, I didn't see that happening. So the Super 8s have been fantastic right through from Super League through to the qualifiers. And yes, the £1 million game is going to be entertaining, exciting, cutthroat, nail-biting. It's going to be all the things that we want sport to be.
The main focus for this year, the big change, was to improve the game. And I think what we'll find for next year is Sheffield are going full-time. Yep. That club will improve. Halifax have got a much larger amount of distribution. Under Richard Marshall, that club will improve, and we'll start to see the legacy of this new format in the improvements year on year of these clubs getting that opportunity.
Yeah, I think we knew that year one would be an improvement, but the real effect would be year 2, year 3, year 4, as some of these clubs started to feel the benefits of the extra distribution. And talking to some of the guys at Halifax today, they've got big plans. They had big plans, and now they're going to make them bigger. And that's what we want. We want clubs that are at the top end of the championship competing to get into Super League and trying very hard, because it's really important that if they do get into Super League, they can add value to the competition, and it's really important that getting into Super League something worth winning, something of value, and it's great that Halifax, Sheffield, even Featherstone, London, Lee have all got massive plans for next year, Dewsbury, and that's what we want. We want a really strong division outside the Super League that keeps the competition on the Super League clubs and makes the sport better.
Finally, England versus New Zealand coming up. It's great to have the Kiwis coming over to these shores and playing 3 very important tests. We know there's a game first down at Lee against France. Yep. What are you expecting from that fixture?
I think it'll be interesting. I think it's obviously first time Steve's had the team together for 12 months, and France were probably a bit better than everyone thought they would be at the World Cup and have improved again.
You think Catalan would be a better team?
Yeah, I think you look at some of the guys like Theo Fage at Salford, now St Helens, Kevin Leroy at Hull KR.
The Destroyer.
Yeah, the Destroyer. So there's players, I think, at other Super League clubs. So I think they'll be pretty competitive. It'll be a nice hit out for England as well. But that 3-match series, particularly with the game at Olympic Park, it's our real opportunity to convert some of the people who've got interested in the Rugby Union World Cup to
Yeah.
Rugby League, because we know our sport is better. We know it's more athletic, we know it's more exciting, we know it's simpler, easier to understand, and this is our 3-match series to prove it.
And that is a great sell to all the fans out there who are on the fence with Rugby Union. Give League a try and get down to a game. Olympic Park's a great opportunity. Top man. Cheers, Blake.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.
No worries.